All right, guys. Yeah, we're just fueling up with my buddy James, and we're gonna just take a ride. We have no place. We don't really know where we want to go, so I'm gonna take him to that southern. I think my other couple of videos. We want to go to that Southern National. Southern National. I don't know what that guy was waving to me for, but whatever. Southern National Motorsport Park. It's just a round track. We just want to take a ride, and then there's a town called Black Creek. So that's where we're headed. So we'll see how it goes. But I got to give the weather report, guys. I know I'm always doing weather reports, and so my weather report is it's 65 degrees. It's the last week of January, or the last couple of days of January. It should be 40 degrees. It's mostly sunny out. Like I always say, how can you not ride? Anyway, so let's get back to the wheelies. Yeah, so I've come to the conclusion that big wheelies are not my cup of tea, and because I really don't want to bang myself up. I know I'm not going to die, but I'm probably going to I probably can get hurt if I want to do these, wheelies that, whoa, not the gust of wind. Like Kyle and stuff, and I don't really want to do that. Like I explained, I want to do wheelies. I want to be able to know what to expect when I do a wheelie and control it without panicking. I don't want the front end to slam down. I just want to cruise with it. And I mean, not cruise it. I just want to give it full throttle, accelerate hard, and then if it comes up, so be it. I can feather it and I can figure it out. And that's basically why I'm doing it. And so when I was talking to Kyle, who's pretty much an expert with this, he says, "Listen, if you ain't comfortable going up super high, don't do it. You're an old dude, and I am an old dude." I said, you just don't do it, because you're going to break bones. I said, I got a steel rod in my arm, and it's just, you just don't want to do it. It's just, you're going to get hurt, you're going to get scraped up if you start doing crazy wheelies. If you just want to do the little ones, that's fine, pop it up in first, click into second, comes right down, and then, and if this way, you're in the safe zone, you know what to expect. And he also said, he says, clutch up, believe it or not, once you get it down, clutch up is the better one to do, because, believe it or not, it's more controllable. And it is. He says, the problem with some bikes, if you have it geared properly, like if it's a torquey bike and you change the sprocket, you can just pop a wheelie just by rolling onto the throttle. But a bike, like what you got, because he's ridden it, he says it's got peaky power. The torque comes in high, the peak torque, and the horsepower does. So you have that short window. So you can get in trouble if you really want to keep it going. And if you don't really have the experience, you get in trouble. He says, so I suggest, if you want to practice wheelies, do the clutch ups. Otherwise, just do what you're doing and don't beat it up any higher than it is. And basically, that's my plan. That's what I plan to do. You're not going to see any, once in a while you might see a video of me popping a wheelie, but it's not something I'm going to do on a regular basis like you see a lot of the young guys. I mean, you go to their videos and it's just all about wheelies, which is fine. And I mean, it takes a lot of talent. I'm not knocking it. I just don't feel comfortable doing it. I mean, I have so much more comfort. I'm in my comfort zone, running 130 miles an hour, accelerating as hard as I can. That's comfortable to me. But, going around turns, it's not, I don't panic on turns, and so, I'm good with that. So, yeah, so that's my story there with the wheelies, guys. So, don't expect this old man to be popping wheelies. And I guess some of the guys my buddies on the line here that post are probably more happy that I don't do anything stupid like that, because, I get banged up, I break my arm or you get scraped up, then I can't race my car, and then I can't ride, and so, what is really the purpose of that? And I do like to live a little bit on the danger side, but I guess there's always a limit to everything. I don't jump out of airplanes, so everybody has a limit to what their adrenaline rush is, and my adrenaline rush is just a hard acceleration and top speed. So, yeah, that's why I'm looking for that ZX14, and hopefully I'll find it. If I don't, maybe I'll find another good deal on another naked bike, so I can just kind of have one for my buddies to ride. Don't know what he's doing. Got his brakes on, he's going real slow. I have no idea. We don't know if he's turning. We got a curve coming up, so I don't want to go on the curve. Yeah, okay, there's always a guy. I think after this curve we can open it up and we'll get by him. Hopefully he won't make a turn into me and wreck me. You just never know with these people. Doesn't look like he's the older dude. Some guys like pickups down here, if they're older gentlemen, they just tend to kind of just alright, we're gonna take this guy out. And we're gonna stay on this for a little bit for 3 miles, and then we're gonna hit 581. Cruise on. Yeah, let's do a cruise control. This is like a main road, you know, main highway road. Not a highway road, but a state road. So we're probably about 10 minutes away. But the cruise control makes it just so comfy. I mean, the bike is so well balanced too. You know, it's a very sporty bike, but it's so well balanced. I haven't talked about the triple in a while. You know, I did put the turn signals on. You've seen that in my last video. And but like I said, yeah, the bike is just so well balanced. Even though, you know, if the wheel is right there, you almost feel like you're sitting on top of the front wheel. It's just, you know, it has a shorter wheelbase compared to some other bikes. Not, you know, a lot of other bikes, but it's just so comfortable to ride. Yeah, the RPM I would say is a little bit higher. Like right now I'm doing 65, I'm at 5,400 RPM, and with the exhaust you hear it a little bit, but to me it's not annoying. I'm so used to it. It's not a big deal. It's not like a, you know, a super highway cruiser. So to me it's no big deal. Some people would like a little bit less RPM. And when I think about it, I guess depending on what you use your bike for, but I think that the factories should your last gear, whether it's 6, I don't even know they make 7 speeds for motorcycles. I think it should be more of an overdrive where it drops the RPM down a little so you could just relax and just your first 5 gears are where all your performance gears are. But that's just me. If I had to design a bike, that's what I would do. But like I said, I don't have vibration through you feel a little bit, but between the bar end weights and the puppy grips, the grip puppies, I can't believe I said the grip puppies. It's not, I don't have any tingling or anything, so it's an extremely comfortable bike. You know, some guys don't like the wind blast, but at 65 miles an hour, or 66, whatever it's showing now, it's total comfort. It absolutely is. I could ride like this for all. Now, when you start getting to 75 plus, yeah, you feel the wind more, but I mean, I could just go all day like this. It's total comfort, you know. And I know the Cruiser is probably the best for that, but the Cruiser, I can't sacrifice the performance, you know. And then my buddy was James. We were talking about different bikes. I want to get the ZX14. He says he wants to get a VMAX. That was a VMAX, yeah. That's a nasty bike, and I like the idea of the power. And it's a very muscle car looking bike. It's got a big old tachometer and a shift light and all this stuff, but it's too gaudy for me. It's too much. It's a cruiser on steroids, you know. And it's just not for me. But he's looking to get one, that'd be cool. So we got about 6 miles to go. So that's the bike he's looking to get. But he also, I know deep down he wants a Super Duke because that's what he's had. 1290 Evo, I think he had. You know, basically it's the same size of this bike, but it has 170 plus horsepower, 100 plus pounds-feet of torque, and that, man, I don't know. I don't know if I'd have the skill for that. It's just too abrupt. I don't mind acceleration, but I want it to be in the chassis that keeps me on the ground. That bike is probably a hooligan bike for sure. And yeah, so that's the bike I think he really would like to get again. But I don't know when my next new bike's going to be. You know, I'm looking for a used bike, so I want to spend whatever 5, 6, 7, 8 grand. But I know within a year I'm going to want another new bike. But I'm still liking this. I really enjoy this bike. I almost feel like it's my I have the same feeling about this I had with the GS. This bike does so many good things. It's not as plush saying like soft riding as the GS was, but it's so much fun, and I really enjoyed this. I don't have any disappointment on this bike. No disappointment whatsoever. Well, the dash. That's really the only disappointment I really have on the bike. I was able to make changes of everything else I didn't like on the bike, like the exhaust and stuff, but the dash I can't change. So that's the only downside of this. But you know, I'm so used to now where the RPM is, I can get a handle on where they shifted and everything like that. It's kind of a moot point right now. It doesn't really matter. I don't care if they ever update it. I'm perfectly happy with this bike, you know. So hopefully I'll keep this. My plan is not to sell any more bikes. Just keep everything I have and just, you know, if I don't ride it, I don't ride it. I just don't want to get rid of any more bikes. I just want to keep adding to it. Because if I would have kept adding to it, but I don't really have the room. We already talked about that. But if I would have kept adding to my bikes, I'd have 5 bikes sitting in my garage right now, and I could choose what I want. My buddies would have stuff to ride, and yeah, it would be. Yeah, I feel the wind, boy. She's pushing me around a little bit. And yeah, so I would have. It would be cool anyway. It would just cool to have all those different bikes. And then, because I keep telling my one buddy, I said, don't buy another bike, because he's jonesing to buy another. He loves this bike. He wants to buy the R model in white because he likes white bikes. I said, just use mine. So, you know, I just want to have a bunch of bikes. So, you know, I said, don't waste your money. You can just use my bike anytime. Costs you nothing, you know. To me, I know it's the old saying. It's kind of corny, but much better to give than receive. And nothing makes me happier to see somebody else happy, especially my buddies. If I see them enjoying themselves, and they don't have to worry about the responsibility of insurance or anything like that. And I don't really care if as long as they don't get hurt, I don't give a shit if it gets damaged, because I can always fix it, and I got insurance. No biggie. No big deal at all. That stuff never bothered me. Well, maybe when I was a kid it would bother me, but not anymore. You know, the older you get, it doesn't make a difference. Anyway, we're getting close. 5 minutes away, and probably won't be able to go too far in. It's rained a lot. It'll probably be muddy, but maybe we get pretty close. So we got at 1.5 miles. But yeah, you can feel the wind picking up, but it's warm. It's so nice. And it's just a nice roads around here too. It's 581 in this area is really, really nice. So we're going to be making a left in about a mile. So this is going to suck. Because we have to make a U-turn. Nice. Alright guys, just screwing around there for a second. There used to be a turning circle there, but it's not anymore, so we'll just stop at the railroad tracks here. Because I don't know how long the train will be. Hopefully it'll be short. And yeah. So we'll just sit here and wait. Yeah, it used to be a circle there. We could come straight across. So that's why I had to go up and come back down. In fact, it still shows it as a circle. It doesn't even show it. That must be really new. Yeah. So we're about a mile and a half away. So I think we have to make a right. Okay, a lot of... That wasn't bad. Alright guys, we're here. And, you know, the track is closed, obviously. But, let's see if it's not too muddy and we can go in there. And yeah, we'll have something out soon, I'm sure. I'll be back with another video. Hopefully it'll be a little more exciting than this. But let's take a little quick ride in here and let's go in here and let's see what we got. Ah, I thought the thing would be all muddy in here, but it's not. Just going to show James what it looks like. And go near the monster truck. I wouldn't just go and hang out here. We'll just stop here. We're going to probably figure out where to go after this. Alright guys, we'll be back with something in the future. Thanks for tagging along. So later.